Man, oh man, oh man. It is your boy back in the house again tonight. And thank you very much for pulling up and hanging out with who? None other than your boy, Coach Tony. This is season 4, episode 410 of what? The Pull Up Podcast Show. And tonight, special to me tonight. Special to me. I got people from Miami, from New York, from California, all over. We're going to send shout outs. Make sure you do a couple of things for me on housekeeping notes. Make sure you like this show. Make sure you share the show with people that you know. Make sure they send it out to a few friends. And then more importantly, subscribe to the show as we give you quarter by quarter sports information. So we appreciate it. Tonight, very near and dear to me is somebody I want to introduce you to that's in the fashion, digital, creative world as a content artist. And he's going to talk a little bit about his background and do some things. And like I said, I'm super proud, super proud. But before I bring him out to the show, before I bring him on the stage, you know the saying, Val, drop it.
It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. I said bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast.
Man, every time I hear that track, I just want to high five my nephew. Shout outs to Demetrius Jarman, a.k.a. Young Farrah, for the Pull Up Podcast Show, and Ken P. to his own for doing everything they can do to put me in and put me on. So I appreciate that and all that. We were in the Pull Up Podcast Show tonight, and it is awesome. Oh, I got Cayman and popped up on. What's going on, man?
What's going on? How you doing?
Call I can't call it. We're going to put you backstage while we get this show rolling, clean that lens off for me a little bit, and we're going to get it going. But tonight, we coming back. We're doing everything we can do to get everything started. We got all Tony's friends checking in late. Man, Gizzo, what's going on, man? Y'all just popping in on me, baby. Val, put him backstage in the listening lounge for me as well. But listen, please make sure you like the show, subscribe to the show, share with your friends tonight. Coming all the way from the Chi. You see I'm representing the shirt, Cook County on the chest, how we do it. Kevin, what's going on? Springer, thanks for checking in, baby. Shout out to you. Shout out to, Val, the voice, running all the engineer, and she been hurting me, Kev, so you got to help me out a little bit. But my guy, my son, the one and only, Tony T. Jr., we call him Lil Tone, coming by, graduating, coming up from Middle Tennessee State University. He's a founder of Pure Realty Visuals, which is PR Visuals. He's a content and digital creator. So for those clothing companies doing something, hey, we got to take a look at that, see what's happening. So Tone, welcome to the stage, baby. What's going on?
Yeah, thank you. Nothing much. What you doing?
Hey man, this is difficult for me, man. I got to interview my son tonight, man. I'm like, wow, I got Kevin Springer pulling up on us and everybody doing their thing right now. I'm glad to have you on the show with me tonight.
Oh yeah, I am so happy to be here.
Yeah, it's
let
good.
Everybody know what's going on.
Let them all know what's going on, man. So let's jump into this here, man. You got that South Side of Chicago blood and coming through me,
yes,
and moms and all that, and tell a little bit of people, man, about just how you grew up, here in Nashville. I know you got the Chicago blood, but talk a little bit about your background.
I went to Crawford Middle School, and I ended up going to Cane Ridge. I started playing basketball in there, and that's also where I found how to be, creative and kind of do that content creation I had started off doing. At a young age, I started working with my teacher by the name of Mr. Price, and I started just really working with working with the team in terms of like the video and doing everything. So that's a little bit of my background. And now I go to MTSU, and I feel like I found my niche, things that I would love to do as of right now.
Okay. We got some people checking in the house right now. Rhonda checking in. What's going on with you? Hey, Christine's checking in. Mayfield, Niecy, yeah. Christine checking in. Like, what's up, Tone? What's up, y'all? Keep checking in tonight. If you got any questions, make sure you put them in the tagline so that Val, the voice, can put those questions up so we make sure that we get them answered for us as well. Speaking of background and speaking of Croft Middle, and you were doing your thing, you got a little hooping in your genes. You better, you come through the hoop, but how did playing basketball in your earlier years, the discipline, the team concept, and doing everything and all that, how did that carry about from middle school to high school, and then into you saying, hey man, I want to play a little AAU? Because people didn't know Tony used to hoop a little bit, little guard.
No, yeah, I mean, I feel like I liked it. It was more so, I wouldn't say free, but I was able to make connections with a couple of teammates and also just work on my game when I play AAU. School is just real structured. That's a great thing when you have like a good coach and you want to, continue to be great as a team. But AAU was great. It was great, and I kind of adapted a couple of skills from AAU and kind of applied it to high school. Doing a lot of things over the summer, practicing 3 to 4 days out the week, and those long, hard nights. We played against the 17U when we were only like 14, 15U. We playing against older guys for the most part. So
right.
It's
hey, those were grind nights in that gym, boy. We were sweating.
Oh, yeah. Physical. even when we played, in Croft, you brought in those big guys to like a Santa Fe brother or just somebody that'd come in and just give us worth our while. That's
I mean, it was it's always good when you can look up and say, hey, I'm looking to make it, but if I can go ahead and go up against these guys, I can play against any of these guys.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And he was wearing that the Tennessee Edge brand, which was real good, man. And I like what you just said there. That's really important for those. The reason why I started the Tennessee Edge 25 years ago, or 23 years ago to be exact, was to do exactly what you said, to match people from different backgrounds, and to be able to give those same people an opportunity to have a platform. And that platform kept you guys connected everything that was going on. Talk a little bit about some of the people that you got an opportunity to meet as an AAU ball player, and that you've been able to carry those relationships on into the future.
Oh man, a lot of people. We got Nigel Turner. We got
Nigel. He just got married.
Oh yeah, we got Eli. I currently go to school with Eli right now. Jaheim, I think that's his name.
Jaheim, yeah.
Jaheim, Kyrie, a lot of people. Zay, it's a lot of people that I still talk to. Savon, that actually now plays for MTSU as well.
Yes, Savon's had a great thing for those. He started out at a D2 up in Michigan and played a couple years, finished up, talked to me, transferred to St. Louis, and then now he's back home to MT. So that's been great. That's real good.
You're not telling these people, he used to get up and play with us too. He used to say, Coach Tony tried to get in there, get a little sweaty, and I was cutting him day in and day out. But he was trying to get in there and play with us then.
Hey, these boys have fresh legs. Y'all didn't understand how to even play pickup ball in 21. I had to explain play 21. Killing y'all. Then I'm fouling them. They're like, oh, you fouling, coach? No, I ain't fouling. Love taps, man. Tell me what you're telling me. Trying to do this and do that. But what was so cool, man? I got to tell you, and I probably never told you in my life, besides how much I love you. That is,
I love you too.
The AAU circuit was able to give you and I, as a father, son, something that I'll be able to know the rest of my life. You ready to carry on. And that summer, that was the funniest one of all, was the first year we got on the prep hoop circuit. We were traveling to Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah, we went to Oklahoma.
We went out there and won it all and played them boys, man. And, just, watching you as a player, and me coaching you and all that, giving you an opportunity to do some things and, just having fun and making those bonds, man. What did that feel like?
Oh, man, that felt good. I mean, those were the times when we would travel. So we was traveling out far. Even I think that tournament, I think we played at what was that, Oklahoma, that tournament?
Oklahoma St. Louis? City. Yeah, Oklahoma City, St. Louis, Missouri. We was in Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, yeah, it was everywhere. It was a great experience for me, just really having you as a coach, having somebody that know the game of basketball, kind of breathing it into me. Yeah, kind of getting that firsthand, kind of being that type of person.
Yeah. And it makes me happy too, to see people like some of your guests tonight with Cayman and other guys that I had an opportunity to touch and just be around. It was absolutely awesome. You had an opportunity, things changed. And all of a sudden, we now find ourselves in the middle of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball is there. We weren't able to get out in stadiums. Me and your mother wasn't able to come see you because the rules of the state, and only one person was in the stands. And it was kind of like y'all was playing a game, but it was almost like practice because nobody was in the gym but you guys. And it changed things. It kind of changed not only you, had a lot of ball players that just kind of took the love away from them. And kind of tell me a little bit, what did the pandemic kind of do to you as an athlete to kind of send you on your current, path?
I feel like it really showed me that I was only focused on basketball. I feel like as a kid, you're always focused on one thing. And I feel like I was more so just focused on basketball my whole, 17 years of living. So once the pandemic hit, I'm like, oh, it's like, it's nothing that I'm really into. Like all I do is play the game. And I probably, be on the phone with my friends to talk to you guys, but I never really had anything I was into. So that's when I found out that, me taking those classes with Mr. Price and editing videos and doing things like that, that's the things that I like to do. So I think that, and during that COVID time, we couldn't really go out anywhere. So we didn't really have no practices. We didn't even have summer camp for high school at that time. So all that was going on. So it really just slowed things down for me. But during that time, I was working out with Justin at that time. So that was like the only thing that was keeping me, going and keeping me.
Yeah, there was that neighborhood workout outside, right?
Yep. So that was my take on it. Just kind of, being without basketball kind of showed me, hey, like it's other things out there that I can kind of, get into. But I wasn't already into it at that time because, of course, I was young at that time. But still, I think as basketball players, everybody is their main focus is basketball. Nobody has a plan B because they don't want to have a plan B.
Plus, the way I had you guys on the ground with basketball, it wasn't no time to sleep. And I gave you Mondays off, so I knew coming off the road, nobody wanted to practice, so you get home with. But a lot of y'all was still in the gym with me on Monday nights, putting up shots and doing things. Exactly. And then Tuesday through Thursday, we were grinding back on the road on Friday. Man, this was like year after year after year. And then send a big shout out to your boy Brandon, Miller, come up out of King Ridge with you now playing the short points, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to Brandon, man. We had a lot of good times, a lot of fun times at practice. Really, the whole entire team. We had a nice team that year.
Oh yeah, y'all
years I was playing
a long time ago. Y'all just kept everybody together.
Yeah,
I didn't see nobody in the state beating that squad. Y'all was whip, man. But things happen, and God has a path, and the path He put you on was doing some things. It's all. So your auntie checking in and said, "This is amazing to see my father and son talking about the game." Tony, I'm very proud of you. Boy Harris checking in tonight. What's up, sister girl? Thank you for checking in with me, your boy, the one and only Coach Tony, talking to my son, PR Visuals founder and developer Tony Thompson Jr. And this is the podcast show. Please make sure you like us. Make sure you share the show, subscribe to the show more than anything. Tony, let's get in a little bit of conversation about your time in high school as you're now prior to developing your company. Mm-hmm. When did you have the idea that going into content and digital creativity was where you want to go? Because I'm proud of you because I remember, matter of fact, I got to give a shout out real quick. Big shout out to my brother, Al Smith. Thank you for the NFLPA in the Tennessee Titans. Had a fatherhood program and we were there. And Christian, I just sent you the information. Make sure you check on tonight, doing some things. He just took a job with ESPN. It's really good. Another one of my ball players. So I was able to do that. But you're now putting everything together and you're sitting at King Ridge and you're now chosen to be one of the ambassadors of the school. And for those that don't know, he was on the mayor's list academically coming through middle school. So now talk a little bit about the high school career. And now you are a content developer in high school. And for those that don't know, his teacher gave the whole class to my son, and he worked on the Cane Ridge website for a marketing purpose. Talk a little bit about that.
I think at that time, it's kind of, I can kind of remember it, but not too much. But during that time, I was just more so always asking questions in class. And we had like a news station in class that we never used. So, me being in class with Mr. Price, I was just like, we got all this in here. Why won't we use? He's like, oh, well, I mean, the school sometimes doesn't let us use certain things for, certain students. So that's when I took the initiative at that time to just continue to just always be in that classroom, probably during lunch period or any time. Because that's when I first started discovering like artists like No Cap and NBA young boys out at that time. And I loved that their videographers shot their videos. And during that time it was probably 2014, 2016. So I never really learned how to work on editing softwares until I met that teacher. So, and when he gave me the opportunity to start working on a website for school and almost working with the people in class, I thought it was a great thing for me. So,
man, shout out to Mr. Price, man. Shout out to Mr. Price. I appreciate it.
yeah.
Hey, man, you are sitting here with the one and only Coach Tony, and this is the Pull Up Podcast Show. But like a game of basketball, baby, first quarter is over. We're going to take a quick break. Got to pay some bills. These bill collectors are calling my phone. Val, pay some bills. We'll be right back with the second quarter of the Pull Up Podcast Show. Hey, I'm Coach Tony, and this is the Pull Up Podcast Show. For every Monday, we break down the game quarter by quarter and give you information as well as break down the coach. Join us on the Pull Up Podcast Show.
Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. I said bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the
Are you a small business owner looking to grow? Introducing the Key Spot mobile app. I'm Cynthia McAllister, owner of the IT company Quality SAP. Since 2016, we have been supporting small businesses and help them promote and share their businesses, services, and events across the country. Key Spot is more than just an app. We are a network providing community. Key Spot, connecting communities and supporting small businesses.
Man, welcome back to the Pull Up Podcast Show with your boy, the one and only Coach Tony, sitting here with the founder, owner, my son, of PR Visuals LLC. Mary Nike said, "What's up, Coach Tony? What's good with you? Thank you for pulling up. Keep pulling up tonight. You guys got any questions, any comment? Keep throwing them in the tagline for us." Man, I know you was a big Duke fan, man. You know,
Yeah.
the one big thing about it, man, you know, something that I can say I'm proud of. You know, I'm glad because for those that don't know, I really didn't have that dad figure in my life. I never even talked about that on my podcast. So to have my son with me and all that, and my brother, you know, who ain't with us tonight, Mike D, couldn't make it on tonight because, you know, Uncle Mike wanted to get at you tonight as well.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But to have you and little Mike with us and hit the road and go to your first NCAA tournament in Indianapolis,
Oh, yeah.
see the Butler Bulldogs you fell in love with in Duke and all that. What do you think about the Boozer twins, man, that are down in Duke? Because Carlos played for the Bulls. You know, I'm a down fan. There'd never be another squad. Always got the number one merchandise. But what are your comments on the Boozer twins? Because Cameron is a beast.
Oh, yeah.
He just put up a couple dubs like his old man, and he projected to be top 5 right now.
Oh, yeah. No. They been nice. Even in high school, I forgot what high school they went to, but they real good.
They're down
even,
I
forgot which one, but during AAU season, they put up good numbers too.
Oh yeah, they was balling at AAU.
But they've been balling out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and Carlos Boozer, he was a part of my favorite team. I think that was the 2009 or whichever.
Yeah,
I think it was Sam Lowell, Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
They had a team at that time too. So I think they got potential to really ball out and just really meet the standards.
Yeah, I think so. And I love Carlos, man. Carlos, all that. He was that secondary blue collar worker once we got past Dennis Rodman. So shout out to them boys right there. Hit the front of Slam Magazine, hit the front of ESPN. They're the talk of the town. Now, baby boy, you know, I think, he's got to come back. I think because I think Cam is shining so much. I think the baby boy is going to have to come back a little bit. But
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But you know, I feel like they probably won't try to go one and done. But I think Cameron for sure, but they've been balling out. Even have you seen? I think Kanye Anthony the other day he had a good game.
Oh, man, I love him. That's Carlos. Man, he is
Anthony's son too.
Melo Jr. for sure. Oh yeah, Melo Jr. for sure. He putting in work, and I'm glad he went up to Syracuse. I wish Boeheim was still there.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's good. So you know. Let's flip back on this and get back into your business and whatnot. As we were sitting up talking about the college. I remember me and moms sitting in the audience and listening to the president and doing everything we had to do, and all that. What made you choose Middle Tennessee State University?
That's the easy one. Just really they have the best video and film program there is out there. So that was probably no choice. I was thinking about going to TSU. Really, I wanted to go to University of Houston. That's why I wanted to go. I wanted to go out in Houston. Was it? No, it was Southern. It was Southern Texas University. I believe.
Yeah, Texas. No, Texas Southern.
No,
TSU.
Texas Southern. I wanted to go to Texas Southern. Really,
I'd let you go down there. I came down there.
Yeah.
I'd have been down there with them K signs.
Like, I wanted to go to Texas Southern for
What's
college.
up, Lil Tone?
I didn't, but just choosing MTSU because really they got a great program, and
Yeah.
I didn't really take advantage of that at first. I like to tell that's my new story whenever I tell anybody that I go to MTSU is I tried to drop out. I tried to stop going to college, and lo and behold, both you and mom telling me to just keep going, and now I kind of found what I love to do right now. So
Yeah, the best thing, me and mom talk about it all the time. The best thing about that, man, I really was proud because I was pissed, man. You wasn't dropping out. I don't give a damn if you had went to school in 30 years. You could have took one class a month. You was not dropping out, period. That's what the family don't do that. But I was really the most impressive thing for everybody listening tonight, like these young kids. And, college is not for everybody. Now, I'm a realist. I understand that. But I was really proud because I kind of had the reverse psychology on my son. And most people talk about climbing a mountain and climbing down, and they say, man, you halfway up. No, I didn't do that. I told him, I said, hey, after 2 years, I said, you already on top of the mountain. All you got to do is walk down. And I never forget, after your junior year, you called me and said, Dad, I can't believe them 3 years went by that quick. I'm about to be a senior. And now school became fun. It became no longer a project, no longer a task, but now it became a leaping board or a stepping stone into where you're going to go. I was talking to some brands that I work with, and my guy, big shout out to you tonight, Sean Boyer, on with Anatomy. They work with me and a lot of my athletes through the risenil.com, and I love it. And, and I was talking to him a little bit about you today, doing some content and development. So we got some things in the work, but you just got to keep working hard. So I'm proud, and I'm just glad that you didn't want to stop. And I'm glad that you listened to me and your mom and decided to make sure that, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get this degree. But, this is just the first. We got to go get that master's. Yeah, you got that master's, man. But, thanks for checking in. Adonna said, what's going on, Uncle Tony? He checking in with your baby boy.
Justin was in there too. What's up, Justin?
And Coach Justin's up in there saying what's going on. Now let's jump into what we got. Talk to us a little bit about PR Visuals and what it actually stands for. And let me know the mission and your overall vision for the company.
Well, I mean, to make a long story short, it's periodically peer entertainment. So I just want for everything to be to the fullest potential, the quality, kind of giving light to any and everybody that needs light on their brand. I've been doing photography and videography for over 4 years right now. So my message that I really want to convey is that everybody can have a chance to, try to make it to the top. And I want to really put my work through there. I want to show how I want to, how can I say this? I want to show how I want for their work to look through my eyes, kind of put my finishing touches on it.
Gotcha. And then what is your overall vision like in the future? What would you like to see? Would you like to see you merge with a major brand or work with a major brand? Or?
I would love to work with a major brand and just continue to have my own production company. I look up the brands like Stuzzy, Supreme, working with big basketball guys as well too. Just really doing a lot of things. I'm really big in the car scene too, like the F1 formula. Like I'm into a lot of things that's real different. So it would be great to have my own studio space to really give the brands that I work with, such as like Feed the Family or Katressa, just enough time and space to really work on themselves in these studios. Just kind of give that studios to other people that want to also rent that out as well.
Right. And when you started to put the concept together at the time, going through the pandemic and getting into school, what was like when you sit down and said, man, I want to do this, and you thought about the pure visuals. What were some things leading up to that gave you the say, this is it, and then you decided to launch the company?
Well, I mean, at first I ran with the initials, just PR. I just had something. I feel like PR just kind of sounded great, but as I was kind of trying to, go through what should P and the R stand for, I'm like, I'm a very pure individual. I know I live the right way. I do everything the correct way. I've never really taken any shortcuts or just really have any bad blood with anybody. But my intentions are always clear as well too. So I just thought I would run with the name Periodity. When it comes to periodicity, I want for that to be, pristine quality. Even if the quality is not there, the message behind it is still pure.
Exactly. It's still
nobody, nobody's being, who they shouldn't be. Everybody is here for a reason. Everybody has a reason to be here. So
now explain us a little bit about the digital content creator in you. You content creator and then the digital side out. Explain a little bit to how both of those mesh together in terms of the company. And because we're about to bring out some of your clients that you work with in a second here. So talk to us a little bit about how that comes together.
So really on the digital side, I'm like a jack of all trades. So I do a lot of things, as you know. Okay. As you know, I'm a jack of all trades. But for the people that don't know, I make a lot of things for music music artists. So I make cover art. So I may make a mock-up for somebody's design. I love to draw too. So I love to just also do. Nowadays it's called digital work, but I also draw things on like an iPad or a computer and just make it come to life and send it off to people, see what they like it, and just making things digital. Shout out, I see my cousin Christine, but shout out to my cousin Messiah. That's what digital creation is. Somebody that does animation, somebody that can sell something to another person. On that digital creation side, that's something that I do.
Yeah, he's big time animation. He's down in Florida doing his thing and all that. So now I put you on the spot. So you want to work. Let's just say I throw my brand out, right? I go talk to Sean. I said, listen, Sean, I got my son's working with you. Let's put in the work, do some big things in anatomy. For those that don't know, www.anatoime.com. They are in that same leisure travel brand as you would see Lululemon, but much better because they have leisure wear when you take business trips. Those women that are going and working out throughout the day, you're taking work from home. Go out to www.anatomy.com, take a look at it. But let's say if Sean threw you some things, said, Tony, let's work on this. What would be some things that you could work with a brand like Anatomy and help them get to the next level, being in that same category?
I mean, first I would ask them, do they run content ads on their social media? Do they have people that they pay to consistently be on their social media to kind of drive their sales from their consumers? Because we got a lot of people that just scroll on Instagram and TikTok all day. They scroll for fun. They scroll for laughs. Some people actually shop on social media. So that's the first thing I would ask them.
I'm all three.
Exactly. So in terms of stuff like that, what I ask my clients, for Feed the Family and Contrast, I ask them, the first question would be, who's your audience? Like, who is the people that you want to see your product? So how can I, first, that's how I always get my general standpoint of everything, so I can be able to make my videos and my pictures. And second, I would say, do you want to put money behind it? And that actually gives a lot of things a push. Little as $5 to $10, you can run daily ads on Instagram or anything just to give it just a little bit of push. Some people, think that's a problem, but I don't think that's a problem. I think some people should actually do that.
Yeah, man, I think it's great and all that. Hey, we're going to take a halftime break. And we're going to bring out these boys. We're going to bring everybody out. We're going to bring out the guests. Y'all boys get ready. We're about to talk about these brands and who you working with right now. We're going to get Val to pay a quick halftime. I got to go ahead and talk to my squad real quick. We're going to take a halftime break. We'll be right back on the Pull Up Podcast Show with your boy, the one and only Coach Tony, and Lil Tony with PR Visuals, LLC. We'll be right back. Talk to me. Who you got?
I mean, just look at the lineup on the Millennials. You got Steph Curry, best three-point shooter in of all time. Matter of fact, we got Kevin Durant, KD. Slim Reaper, one of the best players. We got Harden, Joker, and of course LeBron James, the GOAT of basketball himself. And he's the all-time leading scorer. brings teams from the bottom all the way to the top. Without him, I mean, man,
I'm gonna answer that
what
in
would
a minute.
basketball even be?
I'm gonna give you that in a minute, but okay, Coach Justin, what you got?
Man, it's tough. I'm thinking about it. Magic is going to be AI. Jordan is going to be Kobe. Shaq is going to get the edge on Hakeem Olajuwon. Tim Duncan is going to get the edge on Charles Barkley. Larry may have the edge. Millennials, I got to X out the millennials just because they have James Harden on there. If they might replace him with someone else that I could think of, I probably would pick the millennials over everybody.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast.
Man, we're coming out of halftime talking to these guys. It's your boy, the one and only Coach Tony, and this is the Pull Up Podcast Show where we give you quarter by quarter of nothing but information. And tonight, my sidekick is my son, the one and only Tony Thompson Jr. with PR Visual. My man, G. Flint. What's up, boy? What's good with you, man?
What's up?
Oh, man, I'm glad you're checking in the house with us tonight, Flint. Let's bring your boys on stage because I really want to kind of now mess with the work you're doing with some of these guys. The first guy, welcome to the stage, close guy. I've been knowing him since he's been wiping his nose, with a towel, with everything, playing ball with his middle school, high school, the AAU. Spring out my boy, man, the one and only Cayman Patterson with FTF. And we're going to tell you what that stands for in a minute. Cayman, welcome to the stage.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Wonderful, man. I appreciate you sitting in tonight. How you doing tonight?
I'm all right. I'm feeling good. Got on here, just left the gym. In a good mood, ready to talk with you guys.
Man, you still in the gym, man. I'm in that golf course now. I'm in that golf course. Man.
I ain't that old yet.
Trash at that.
That old. Hold on. We're going to talk about that. Talk about that old. Okay, you got your company launched, man. Tony, tell us a little bit about Cayman real quick and in the name of his company.
Man, so as y'all know, this is Cayman for everybody that don't know. I've been working with his brand, Feed the Family, for a little bit over 2 years now. So,
Feed the Family.
So when he's the owner, he can tell you much more about the name. But really, when we first started working, his thing was that he just really wanted to show for the consumers, this is our way of living. More so of everybody can eat. Nobody's left behind. Everybody's here for a reason. Same thing with pure visuals, pure reality. Everything's pure.
Okay. I like that. Cayman, hold on to them questions. We're going to let you pop it real quick. Next guy we're going to bring to the stage, Joe Elsie, man. Joe got an outfit by the name of Motion Life Clothing, man. Let's make it happen. Joe, where you at, baby? You in here tonight with us?
I think he should be. If not, I think he texted me. I think he said that his computer was acting up. So
okay, that's all right. We'll get here. My guy, KJ, contrasted. I like that because I'm a Kappa. I like that K. You know what I mean? I love that.
Man?
The K. That's why I be telling Al all the time. Them nukes. Don't spell these words with no C's. With K's.
I had to switch it up. That's really the meaning behind it.
Nah, yeah.
Right. Put some candy behind it. Right. And that's spelled with a K. Kandy. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it, man. I appreciate you, man. KJ, been knowing you for a while, man. Just to see your grind, see you doing. I remember when Tony and Cayman was laughing, like, man, you better do what? You stayed to the grind, and now Cayman in that avenue and Tony in that lane, man. And it's just wonderful. We're gonna find out some more information as well. Then we're gonna bring to the stage my boy, Caleb, 200,000 K chart. By the way, he paid me $100,000. We finished this show tonight.
Oh yeah, man, I thought she was sending the payment my way, man.
Oh, you thought? Oh, okay, my bad. I'm outside on the wrong porch. There, ain't it?
Oh man, what's up, though? How's it going, Coach? Good.
Wonderful, man. Glad that you can take time tonight to pull up on us on the Pull Up Podcast Show. I'm excited to hear about what you're doing and all that. Tony, let's take me through your guys real quick. I think we just lost Cayman.
Man, so
there he is.
I've been working with KJ really since I've been working with everybody in terms of Cayman and KJ since they first started. But
So
KJ
this
is
is contrasted, right?
yeah,
Let's
that's
talk.
super contrasted. Contrasted is more so just getting fly. We young. We living and we rich. That's kind of what we want to portray that certain lifestyle to the people on the social media.
Did he just say rich? You
We
just
rich.
have
We rich. We rich in spirit. We rich in heart. We rich in
you know?
everything. We don't need
Yeah.
we don't need the money to
Rich
feel
is
like we don't need the money to feel like we rich. That's why we
Trying
really
to
got you.
get
trash.
there.
Man,
Come on.
KJ, man, elaborate on that. So talk to me a little bit about contrasted. How did you come up with the name? You changed the spelling a little bit. Told me, you've been grinding for a while now on this, man. Talk to us.
Yes, sir. So I started, I want to say about 2-3 years ago when I was in high school, and the name contrasted. I can see it on the shirt too.
Yes,
It
sir.
was, contrasted with a C. So my name started with a K, and my brand name is already to like be different and stay true to yourself. So
Okay.
I basically just switched the C with a K and then turned it into that, and it's been on ever since.
I like if the people want to get out and see a couple of things. I know Val got some things. We're gonna throw some of your stuff up so that people can see. If we want to reach out and some people wanted to take a look, or you maybe say, "Hey, man, we'd like to get you to do some work." Man, tell us your social media. How can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at contrasted underscore. And then also my website is contrasted.online.
Just dot online. That's all good, man. And in the next one is Cayman. There you go. He back. Man, I like that, man. Feed the family, dog. I stay hungry. I know Tony do. I feed him too much, man. How did you come up with that name, Cayman? Feed the family. I love that FTF, man. And what does it stand for?
So it started off, it was like a slogan, me and my cousins, we used to always chill around each other and just have talks, ambitious type of talks of where we want to go and where we want to be in life. And I'm sure every man out here, every man on here probably can relate is we all want to feed our families, So it was just a message we started off with, FTF, feed the family. I'm sure every man wakes up every day trying to feed his family. So we wanted a way to push that and, embrace that to the world. I was like, why not make a clothing brand? We can wear it, put it on our bodies and just push the brand. So it started off as just a slogan. We turned it into a brand. Now it's more of a streetwear type of thing. We have jumpsuits, jackets, sweats, and just more of a comfy type of streetwear. Still a cool, casual type of brand to where, you can still push the message of we all out here trying to make something happen, and feed our families.
Oh man, that's kind of dope. You and KJ, y'all gotta get, with me, y'all gotta give me some stuff so I can wear it. Cause I'm everywhere. I told you I stay outside, man. I that one to the street, man. So I got it. We can wear it and I'm gonna push it. And I like that because today I was just searching on some other stuff today, wearing some more Chirac gear. I had to cool out with that. But trying to get some things going. And then we got our boy Caleb, 200,000. I like 200,000. Man, talk to me. How did 200K come to be a name?
Yeah, for sure. So it's really an abundance thing, man. 200K, we all want that 200, man, for sure. And it's also like
I want 2 million.
Man, facts though. When you see that name change, something happened with
right. The name change.
right. But seriously though, it's my brand as a creative and as an artist is promoting things as real as they come. I make vulnerable music. My imagery and my brand is all in authenticity. So instead of keeping it 100, we keep it 200.
Oh, I like that. I like that. 100, keep it 200. I like that. We're gonna put. So, Tone, tell us a little bit about your guys, man. Just talk a little bit about back to KJ real quick and how you guys connected. Some of the projects you've done together and stuff like that. Pal, if you got some of KJ stuff, please let's make sure everybody can take a look and check a look at that.
I met KJ a long time ago. We take it all the way back to middle school. We really didn't know each other too much, but I know he know them days. But we made each other a long time ago, and just having just that bond, that brotherhood, because we have a real close, tight circle. So we just always keep in touch. Everybody wants to thrive. Everybody's just always keeping each other on their toes. Just, always pushing each other. Into high school when he wanted to continue to, keep going with the idea that he had of making a brand. So I just kind of giving him that push that he already had. He just needed a little bit more push, it's kind of making it to where we are now. Yeah,
Like and KJ, I remember, man. One thing I always respected about you, man. You was always the youngster in the group, man. You was like the young brother trying to kick it with Tony and came in them, and they could stay out a little bit past the street lights, and you had to get in, but you like, man, I ain't coming in.
I ain't coming in, youngest out the camp, man.
Right, I'm out here. Trying to do it.
Big dogs.
And then let me keep going. So then we got Caleb. I just recently met Caleb through college, man. I'm always, I make music as well too, and I also do the video recording. So my first time meeting Caleb, I love telling the story. He made a beat in my face in under 5 to 10 minutes. That's probably the most impressive thing I've seen a person do ever. Just like make some off of a sound. So I say that to say we just continue to just keep working. The beat real dope. The song nice too. Man. Come on. He do this.
That's right. 200,000. I got to check.
Exactly. Now we're just kind of making like that close bond, that friendship. Now I just recently worked on this last project all the way, and that's coming out soon. So that's currently in the works right now. That was a real good shoot that we did. So man,
200,000. Hey, listen, man. Let me check this out, man. You got some music. You need to put it out. Holla at me. I'll put it out on the podcast when I got people throw it out. The track that you guys hear was made by Tony's cousin. My nephew made that track, man, and that Pull Up podcast is ridiculous. And, he's doing some things, so man, I love to do it. And Caleb, tell us a little bit about, working with Tony, when you got a chance to meet him. And, because, again, you're doing something pretty unique. You're the music artist and you're the producer side of that house. Tell us a little bit about that piece and, that the people you're working with and the decision you made to kind of work with Tony on projects.
Yeah, for sure. First and foremost, I'm hollering at you right now, man. Let's get some work going,
Yeah,
for sure. But so we Tony said, we met through college and we instantly just started working on projects, man. The point of us connecting was, because we made two different types of music. And my journey started off as a producer. I was like 14 years old in the 14, just making beats, like on FL Studio, just trying to figure out how to make sounds, make sense, And I think the progression of that was naturally like starting to write songs because I was hearing melodies, right? And I'm hearing ideas, like I know how a song should sound, and I had to like get the confidence to like put my voice on it and make something work. And I recently have like fallen in love with the songwriting side of things, But so me and Tony really connected through songwriting, just trying to create projects, that's really all it is when you're in the creative space. These guys know.
Man, we're going to do some things. I don't know if Tony told you. I know I talked to Cam and them, they laugh. I'm a big house music guy. I'm from the shop. I got a track right now I'm about to produce. It's already done by Tizone.
Crazy.
And Grammy award-winning guy. We already got the track together. Actually working on a female vocalist right now to sing the hook. But we're looking to put together a few more things. I need to collab with you, a little different language. We ain't talking about hip hop. We talking about house music. So that beat about 122, 124 beats a minute. Get them up on them.
Hey, that's so my lane, man. That's so my lane. I love switching it up. I do a little bit of everything. So,
that's the challenge. Yeah. And the funny part about that, Caleb, was when people talked about and they dogged out Beyonce and Drake. Remember, they dropped the house music album. They're like, oh man, they screwed up hip hop. No, they didn't. It was smart. Both of their albums went #1 in the UK. That's about, as you just mentioned, if you have an opportunity for you guys as clothing designers, music producers, artists, you never know who's going to come and going to ask you to either do some work or expand the type of work you're doing. And if you are closed-minded or you're in a tight space and you can't come out of that, you may not be the one for that project. You agree with that?
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. It has been crazy. And Tony, you mentioned about shooting some photos and some pictures with Caleb. What is some of the most difficult time instead of like Cayman and KJ in the clothing side? What was a little different for you when you was working with Caleb on the music side?
I think it's the same thing that goes to anybody, just kind of picking somebody's brain. Sometimes you're afraid to kind of, I guess from their standpoint, some people can be afraid for a person like me to take their ideas and bring it to light. So I think that was the most difficult thing. But luckily, he came over, we kind of spitballed an idea and just made that come to life. But I would say that would be a challenge, but it really wasn't a challenge for me. I try to I try to be open-minded and everything, but I would say that would be my challenge, just more so trying to make another person's vision come alive.
Yeah, and Caleb, was that learning curve for Tony on the music side a little difficult, or did he kind of like jump right in and he was good?
Honestly, it was natural, man. I think when you work with somebody who kind of just gets it, in company like these guys right here, like when you're around people who can see the vision all the way through, things work out naturally, and we click right away, man, musically. So
I like that. We're gonna take our last break of the day on the Pull Up Podcast show. Came and get ready. Got some big questions for you. He's coming back on the fourth quarter here. Hey, we'll be right back. Val, get these bill collectors out of my pocket for the last time, please. Unless I'm about to borrow some money from 200K. He the one that got paintball here. We'll be right back on the Pull Up Podcast show.
I've always thought about how my mom has supported me in any creative endeavor. How beautiful was it for your mom to be the superhero in your life and show up in your creative ventures with this book?
People ask her to sign the book more than they ask me to sign the book. Sometimes I step to the side, I take their picture. And, we have to celebrate our mothers. We got to celebrate our beginning. So she comes out with me. Every event, she is there. Even when I tell her she does not need to come, she will show up in the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, okay, you coming? Okay. I'm like, all right.
Right. And she got a bottle of wine in her hand.
What in the world? Why are you giving her alcohol?
No, I'm just saying. She showed up in the parking lot. She got a bottle of wine, nice wine. She's going to set it down. She ready for the show, Val. You know what I'm saying? Because the funny part about it is, CJ, I've actually talked to Val. I thought about, writing a book myself because my man's in there.
I love it.
And look at Val.
My man's in them.
My man's in there. But you got to read the book. You got to read the book. But it's a play. CJ, I apologize because Val should have dropped some old Dub C so you could have came out crip walking. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not flamed up right now. I got to hold on. Trying to get me shot.
Going back to school tomorrow, like I saw you, Miss Charles. I saw you.
I mean, I can crip walk, so please, but I'm kind of, I'm authoring right now. You guys are funny.
Man, welcome back to the Pull Up Podcast show with your boy, the one and only Coach Tony. Man, I'm sitting here with all these future rich people. Man, I can't wait to come jump in your pool, Cayman. I can't wait to chill out in 200K stuff and chill out, smoke a cigar and all that. And by the way, don't forget before we get out of here tonight, don't think that I don't know y'all be trying to act like y'all be spitting. Somebody got to spit a lyric and 200K. Because I can get it in. I fit it in because I'm with my man, because I'm the man again. See? Don't get me started. Hey, listen. Welcome to the fourth quarter of the Pull Up Podcast show with the one and only Coach Tony. And, we sitting here talking to a group of young entrepreneurs. Cayman, let's get back to you. That feed the family, man. You can go so many ways. Like right now, the country is hurting. People are not, in good spaces because of what's going on from DC and all that, and have you ever thought about with your merchandise, taking the feed the family? Because, right now that's what people are trying to do. You know what I mean? The way things are done, and be able to expand that and be able to do something like deep into the community.
Most definitely, like you had said at first, it can go so many different ways. Like it didn't really just start off as a clothing brand. It started off as the message itself or the slogan itself. Because like you said, it can go in so many different ways. So I most definitely want to expand and, do a lot of different things with this feed. Oh, here's our video as well. My guy, Tony, shot for me, the greatest photographer that's out here right now. But yeah, like you said, it's more than just a message. It's more than just a clothing brand. I would love to do different things, get in the community, really whatever I can. And I feel like more people will gravitate to it as well, just for the message itself. Like I said, each and everyone can relate to this. I'm pretty sure every man out here is trying to, get up and feed their family. So yeah, I would love to expand and do many different things. The clothing brand was just my first idea, my first
Right.
thought, and I obviously like clothes. I like styling. So that was my first get go, but I would love to expand and do other things as well.
Man, you got to give me a t-shirt, dog. I'm always pimping them t-shirts. And more than anything, I told y'all, I'm swinging them clubs. So as y'all get a little older, got to give me one of them FTF hats. So
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm the Mad Hatter.
No, we know.
I'm definitely gonna make some hats one day. I do have a new drop coming as well. I have some long sleeves coming, a t-shirt I can get to you, Coach Tony. So
okay, I like that. Yeah,
I do have some long sleeves on the way coming soon, so y'all stay on the lookout for that.
So for you, and KJ, this may be a question for you and Cayman as well, being that you got to design. Where does the ideas come from? Like when you're sitting down and you're saying, like you just making a new long sleeve, like, okay, I need to make a new long sleeve, but I needed to say, where does that, is it just sometime you out driving in the car and an idea hits you? Do you have a iPad or your phone? Do you put down the ideas and go back home and start drawing them up? And then when the ideas hit you, who's the artist? Do you guys contract an artist out to draw, or do you guys draw the designs yourself?
I'm gonna answer first. I'm gonna let KJ go after me, but it's really started off, I know me, Tony, and KJ, we all attended a summer program called NASA, where we used to get paid to basically go to our school and, work on different things. And in our summer program, I know me and Tony chose digital design. I believe KJ did too. He wasn't at the same one as us, but I think we all really started off in digital design. So starting growing up since the summer times, we were just, in the computer lab, playing on computers, playing with designs, doing different things like that. And that's kind of where, I got my feet wet with it. We're playing on the dope Photoshop. So then growing up, once I stopped playing basketball and stuff, I kind of just fell back into my roots. I went, downloaded Photoshop again. And like you said, with the ideas, I do create them myself. Pretty sure KJ creates his himself. And, we style our stuff, work on Photoshop, and then we treat them to our manufacturer. And it's just up from there,
Okay, and you, KJ?
Yes, for me, as far as getting design, I like to look for like inspiration, and I get inspired a lot by anything, such as like I might see another person's clothing brand, or even just little things like something I see in the sky, cars. It could be anything. So I often get inspired by stuff like that. And back to what Cayman said, the NASA program really I feel like it boosted my creativity a little bit too, because I didn't really know too much about design, and I always wanted to get into design because I used to draw a lot back when I was like younger. So that when I got into that, it kind of boosted me. And then by the time I got to high school, I started really putting everything together. And also, because I like clothes a lot, and sometimes I be wishing it was clothes that haven't been made, and I kind of just make my stuff based off that, of what I would want to wear.
Oh, I like that. And I'm gonna give a big shout out to that same program. I got a chance to meet Miss Angelique Stamps from Metro Action Committee here in Nashville, Tennessee this weekend with the Tennessee Titans and the NFLPA Al Smith and the guys talking about fatherhood and doing some things that's been really great. And the name of that program has changed, but I told her that you three were in that program and she laughed. Now, I'm looking at Caleb, and to me, you kind of got the best of both worlds because you're that music producer artist, but you still got to dress the people that you work with. How is it looking when you know you got KJ and Cayman and Tony right there on your side when you dropping a dope track and you got to say, hey, listen, we're going to talk about such and such and such and such, but I need the look to look like this. So I'm going to need both of you guys to outfit my guys. Tony, I need you to shoot the video. So all four of you guys kind of intertwine together, could dress the artist while you dropping, sir. How does that work?
Yeah, it's amazing being able to be the person that brings all of these different communities together, because it's all culture. You know what I mean? The fashion is culture. The music is culture, so we all do work together, and it's dope because, so many of my good friends are like in these industries and we're able to bring each other's visions to life at the same time. Right. So it's amazing. We're all helping each other out,
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Ooh, I love that. That's hot. And Tone, you down at MTSU, and the biggest one to come through there, I think, what is Mustard on the Beat?
Take Keith.
Take it, my bad. Take
My
it.
fault. I was on mute, but I think Take Keith. Take Keith, he the
Take
biggest.
it. Okay, I
somebody
gotta get it right, man. I like
yeah.
it. So you got to keep it grinding and all that. You know, Cayman, what's in the future for FTF, man? What is the vision? What is the mission? And where would you like to take that brand on into the future?
In the future, I would love to grow it into more of like a streetwear brand where I can get it into different clothing stores and different local shops. You know, it's not like I didn't really make it to say I want to get this much money or be this big. It was really more so of just, like I said, it was just a motive that we all live by. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to push this some way. So I'm going to continue growing it to see as big as I can get, going with the flow. You know, I got Tone right here. He does great at the photography and, you know, the editing videos. So I'm gonna try to get some different media things out there, like do like commercials a little bit with it, you know, just doing things that I haven't done before. Like you said, I just want to expand and grow a little bit more. But I do like clothes, so I do want to, you know, try to expand and, you know, make some of the best streetwear clothing I can make. And I also did want to mention that I don't run this brand by myself. I do have a partner in crime, my man Jason. I think he's in the chat as well. So he is the co-founder of this brand as well. And yeah, we just doing our best to keep it going. You know, in the future, I'm looking forward to getting my brand into a couple local shops, and hopefully after the local shops, I'll be big enough to where, you know, I can create my own store. You know, doing things like, I mean, I do have an online store, but, you know, my own type of shop, and, you know, see where I can go from there.
It's like the food truck. It's like the food truck to a restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That concept y'all got to get. And KJ, what about you, man? The mission and the vision.
As far as my vision, I just want to expand and grow, and like, cause it's like a good feeling when I see people wearing my clothes. It kind of boosts me and motivates me even more. So I really try to go off that a lot. But as far as my brand and the vision I have in the next few years, I would like to have my stuff in stores too, like local shops, and really just expanding online and growing my Instagram page and just building a community.
Okay, at 200K, where you trying to? What's that vision and mission, man, on the music and production side of the house?
Yeah, the mission and vision is really to inspire other people, you know, because, you know, the brand is keeping it too real. It's inspiring other people, like, to redefine what it means to keep it real, because, you know, in our community, like, keeping it real is something that they try to set rules on, but keeping it real is being yourself, you know.
There you go.
So, like, you know, trying to get people to tap into, like, what their value is, you know what I'm saying? Start that business, you know, write that song, like, try to help somebody out, and it'll work out for you, you know. That's what I try to push. So just leading by example, you know.
I love that. And Cayman them all tell you, man, I'm always keep it real, man. Whether we was AAU gonna jump on somebody or do whatever, man, we're gonna keep it 100. You know, I guess it's just a shy in me. I'm gonna go around the room because this is gonna be a different question. I need to know from everybody. And KJ, we're gonna start with you and work our way back to Tony. If the hottest artist on the market today that you love and you love his sound or her sound, who is that for you?
Right, I got G Herbo.
Okay. What about you, Caleb?
That's a tricky one, man. I listen to so much local music, so I gotta shout out my
favorite artist. So that's why I want to hit you. Who just like make you sit down and say, you know, stop for a minute and listen to their music though?
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, man, but I write a lot of love songs. So you know, just seeing what Drake has done throughout his career is being a big influence. I also like guys like K Kemp, Roddy Ricchwood. Like, they just all got different sounds that stand out. You know, I like people that can stand out. So those are some of my guys right there.
Okay. Kayman, what you feeling?
My main answer, KJ already took G Herbo, but I got another one for you guys. I really listen to V's. I like his style. I like the way he just promotes his music. You know, he's never forcing it. He's just being himself, and whoever like it.
Right. Yeah. Tomsky.
I mean, they both took my answer. I was going to say G Herbo, but I'm going to say Larry June. You know, he make West Coast music, but he he rap about a lifestyle. I like the lifestyle that he rap about. So
yeah, I like that. But, you know, I'm a house guy, you know, and all that. But if I got to drop some music in this group, I know y'all don't understand. I'm a Nas guy. I got to drop that old school, that knowledge, that spit, how Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole got theirs. But y'all took it from me too. Being from the Shy, I love G Herbo. That new Little Herb track is ridiculous, man. I heard his interview. he gave up with Fat Joe and Jada. It was dope. It's all get out, man. So that was tight. You know, what I hope for all you brothers on here tonight is nothing but success. You got the avenue to know what to take. And the funny part about it, I'm going to tell you, you guys actually have a video and a movie right here. You got a digital content creator. You got two guys that can dress you. You got a guy that can drop the music and the beats and the production. You need to get the other piece together. So I see you guys doing nothing but major things, you know, in the future. Let's go around the room, starting with Cayman and whatnot. Let's give the people your information if they want to catch up with you one more time before we get out of here tonight. How can everybody reach out to you if they want to buy some of your merchandise or hire you out to do some projects?
Well, you guys can y'all can start by hitting my Instagram at, well, not my Instagram, our Instagram at FTF. It's 2__ worldwide. And that's where you can see our visuals, you know, our videos, our pictures, or you can just go straight to the website, which is, I believe, it's feedthefamilystore.com. So if you type in feedthefamily.store, it should pop up. And yeah, that's the website. You guys can go in there and check out what I have. And besides that, yeah, that's all we have right now. You know, Instagram, website, and then I have my personal Instagram. And yeah.
All right, that's how we're doing. Val's putting all this in the tagline. Caleb, baby, drop it for us, man. How can we, if we, you know, because me and you about to catch up 200K, because I'm telling you, I need some of these beats, and I'm going to house music. If you ain't up on it, brush yourself, because you know, we got 2 tracks going. I think I'm going to do a 5-track compilation, and I'd like to get some of your beats on one of them.
Hey, that would be dope, man. You can find me everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, social media at the number 2, the word 100.K. And then you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, any wherever you listen to music. The number 200 letter K. And then search mine, 200K mine. That's my most recent single. Y'all show some love for me real quick.
You got to send me that. I wish we'd had how to play it tonight.
Man, yeah, that would have been dope, but it's all good, man. All good. We'll get some more work in.
I got you. Caleb. I mean, KJ, I don't know why I said KJ. Talk to me. Tell me.
Instagram handle is contrasted_, and my website is contrasted.online, so where you can see and even purchase some clothes if you might be interested.
Yep. And you're the OG out here, man. How's the business been going so far? Because you've been out here for a minute.
Yeah, it's been going good. I try to get better with each drop that I do.
Okay.
I try to stay focused on that, just getting better and improving, because it's always a learning process doing this.
That's good. That's good. I like, again, we got some clothing people online. I'm gonna reach out, talk to them about some things. Hopefully, try to talk about major deals down the road. See if we can get you guys open up and down in Miami, down in Chicago, across the country on some things. So we're gonna keep it good. And Tony, again, talk to us the last time before we get out of here about PR visuals, man. How can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me at _PR visuals_ on Instagram. And then I guess you can also follow my main. It's just _YKPR. That's why I really, you know, do collaborations or just post other people's content as well. Just kind of repost. But for everything on my PR visuals page, you can catch everything on there.
Man, I love it, man. First of all, man, I'm proud of you young brothers, man. A group of young African-American brothers, not out here on nonsense, but doing something positive in the community. That's the most important piece. You know, we got, you know, a guy, Caleb, just dropping music and dropping production for those that take his music or he can make use of music. You got Cayman and KJ dropping clothes, Tony creating everything. Man, you guys continue to strive. And if you haven't followed me, and y'all know my motto, right? We stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready. So if I need to reach out to you guys, I already know you got it going on. But right now, you know how we leave the show? Everybody put them deuces up. Tell everybody peace. Peace.
Have a good one.
It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. I said bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. show. Kev is the engineer. Val is the one you hear. Hey, Coach Tony got the sports show. Let's go. It's the Pull Up Podcast show. So I said Kev is the engineer. Val is the one you hear. Hey, Coach Tony got the sports show. Let's go. It's the Pull Up Podcast show. So it's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast.